Hello ladies and gents, Jack Dragonfly here, and welcome back to another dinosaur video. Now, everyone knows that dinosaurs are awesome.
No one's impressed by a dinosaur anymore.
Shut up. Dinosaurs have been all over books, movies, and of course, video games. Now, I sadly didn't have a lot of video games growing up. Mostly because I grew up on an island full of dinosaurs, but that's a story for another time. But since I've gotten back to civilization, I've really enjoyed video games, especially dinosaur games. The very first video game that I ever played, as luck would have it, would also be my first ever dinosaur game, and that honor belongs to Dinosaur Adventure 3D on the PC. Now, Dino Adventure 3D was developed by Knowledge Adventure and released on the PC in 1999. It was meant to be one of those fun, educational games aimed at younger children, let them learn and explore the world of the dinosaurs, which is something I can totally get behind. So let's see how this game holds up after over 2 decades. Now the game takes place on Paleo Island, a prehistoric paradise inhabited by all sorts of dinosaurs, which honestly sounds a lot like home. Now, Paleo Island looks like it has a bit of a problem. It starts with a T and ends in a Rex.
Our problem starts with a T and ends with a Rex.
I just said that. Yeah, so apparently there's this T-Rex who floated in on an iceberg from, well, Sauron knows where, and now he's just tearing stuff up and gobbling up everything in sight. And that sounds like a pretty generic plot for a dinosaur game, but it never really sat well with me. I mean, this island's already got Dilophosaurus, Allosaurus, Ceratosaurus, Velociraptor, even Spinosaurus. So why would a T-Rex be a problem? I guess I'm just always used to seeing T-Rex as the good guy, but that's just me, I guess.
We've got us a big problem, all right.
Now this right here is our main character called Rolf. He's supposed to be a Parasaurolophus, but to be honest, with those colors, he kind of reminds me more of Chironosaurus, the Parasaur's Asian cousin.
This is my friend Pterrance. Pterrance the Pteranodon.
Pleased to meet you.
He'll take us anywhere we need to go. Giddy up! Whoa!
Now, Paleo Island is divided into 3 segments for the Triassic, the Jurassic, and the Cretaceous. You can travel between them by simply walking left to right on the screen, or having Pterrance carry you everywhere, like a prehistoric version of fast travel. Now this is what a normal in-game screen looks like. You're able to click on the various objects in the background, and you learn a little bit of information about them. For example, if I click on Ceratosaurus back here.
Scientists don't know for sure what the horn of Ceratosaurus was used for. Perhaps to attract a mate. Cool!
Now the animation's pretty good for the time, albeit a little bit stiff and laggy. Also, given this game's age, a lot of the trivia is sadly inaccurate. I mean, we've got the Diplodocus dragging its tail. We've got this creature called Syntacus, when in reality it's called Megopnosaurus. And, oh my gosh, Spinosaurus, what did they do to you? I'm glad Spike never sold this game. He'd be pissed. Well, more pissed off than he normally is. You can also click on Rolf himself, and sometimes he'll just give you random dinosaur trivia, or sometimes he'll make some music. I mean, I guess that does make sense. He is a hadrosaur, and if you didn't know, hadrosaurs actually use their crests to... What the fookly rap did he just do? Did he just blow his crest like a trumpet? I mean, I know it's only meant to be a visual gag, and I'm not one to get hung over by paleontological inaccuracies, but that just doesn't sit right with me. Oh yeah, and your actual goal in this game is to collect dinosaur eggs. Apparently they got all scattered thanks to Mr. T-Rex over there. Pterrance will let you know if there's any eggs on the screen.
I spy an egg nearby. I'll fly up and tell you where to look.
And once you find it, you can bring it back to the volcano hatchery in order to hatch it.
Nice one, Pterrance. Remind me to call you next time I want to try out a new skull shape.
Now, in order to hatch an egg, you need to get some hatching crystals, And you get these by completing various minigames hidden around the island. Like here's the easiest one, Bone Builder, where you just have to reassemble the dinosaur skeleton within the time limit.
You stuck with it till you finished. That's backbone. What do you call the biggest, most ferocious meat eater that ever set foot on Earth? Whatever it wants to be called.
And there's also Scrambled Eggs, which is basically just a matching game.
Triangular Head, Edmontonia.
And over here's another favorite of mine.
Go there for Galloping Gallimimuses.
Rolf, the plural of Gallimimus is just still Gallimimus. No one says Gallimimuses or Gallimimus. In this game, you just have to lead a herd of Gallimimus who are being chased by the T-Rex to safety. You have to jump over obstacles like gaps in the ground or thorns, and you can sometimes collect healing plants to power up. Or you can get Pterrance to carry you over obstacles. That is, if you can catch him. Get back here. Pterrance, I could use some help here. Now this right here is the one minigame that I really hated. It's called Predator. Not you. Basically like a dinosaur version of Hansel and Gretel, where you have to move through this forest and drop off pebbles to help rescue a young Brachiosaurus. Sounds simple enough, but I could just never get it. Not to mention the jungle's full of dangers that can just pop up out of nowhere and ruin the entire game. Winning a minigame will give you a hatching crystal, and once you have 3 of them, you can take them back to the volcano and use it to hatch your egg. And once you've hatched all 9 eggs, the final cutscene plays out.
We've got 9 baby dinosaurs. 9 loud baby dinosaurs. I think we're ready to try my plan. Are we ready? Yeah! Let's move out, troops! And so, things return to normal on Paleo Island. Oh well, that's what I heard.
Luckily, after you complete the game, you can just go right back to exploring the island. Now, this game might be a little out of date, but it's still fun. And honestly, if you have a child who loves dinosaurs, or you know a kid who loves dinosaurs, I think they'll enjoy this game. There's always plenty of stuff to do, including the 3 other minigames, and a couple of obscure dinosaur facts I didn't expect to find in here.
Stalactites are like icicles made of rock, but it takes thousands of years to form a large one.
Both educational and entertaining, which is always the best route to take for dinosaur media. So with all that, I can safely rate Dinosaur Adventure 3D on the PC 3 stars. Of course, if educational games aren't exactly your cup of tea, there's plenty of other dinosaur games to get to, and I can't wait to experience them all with you. So for now, I'm Jack Dragonfly, and I hope to see you all again next time.